Alright, let's see. How does Cinderella's story, Old Tales, end? So it does skip ahead, but only 5 years later. Alright, 5 years later. She searched for 5 years? A huge crater on the surface, inside of which a towering pile of dirt. On top of the dirt pile, Cinderella lies on her back as if she is asleep. Taking so long. Wow. I think it's crazy that it took 5 years, because while they did fall from like the same area in space, they did fall from space. So who knows how far the distance was that Cinderella dropped, you know? She could have entered... Actually, right, I'm stupid. The Earth is rotating. So if she's already in orbit, chances are if she plummets back down, she could land anywhere.
5年近く歩き回ったが、ラプチャー以外は誰とも会わなかった。
She says it right away.
人も、ニケも。アークとは連絡する方法がないし、向こうからも音沙汰がない。声を出すのもいつぶりだろうな。
Talking to herself right now.
私も大したものだと思わないか。
Aren't I some?
あの高さから落ちた後、自力で修理して生き残って。5年間もお前のことを探し回った。
Oh, I'm so glad she found her. Man, 5 years. That's the definition of not giving up.
まあ、他にすることもなかったからな。
So is Cinderella just lying on the ground, asleep?
ヘンゼルとグレーテル、セイレーンもまだ見つけられていない。
Alright, so chances are they're out there. Hansel, Gretel, and Siren. There's a theory right now saying that the 3 of them were turned into heretics. But I don't know. I feel like that's unlikely. Like they're saying that Siren became Leviathan. This was before we found out what Red Shoes did. But people were saying, is Red Shoes Nihilister? I was like, nope, not anymore. So chances are that the 3 of them, they're not confirmed dead, so they could be out there. Cinderella did hint at the end of chapter 34 that she and Grave are gonna go look for them.
生きているだろうか。生きているなら、一体どこに。まあ、探していれば、そのうち見つかるはずだ。
To this day, present day, over 100 years later, she still hasn't found them.
それにしても、ボロボロじゃないか。幸運に思うことだ。お前を作った最高の技術者がわざわざ来てやったんだ。元通りにしてやろう。必ず。シンデレラ、私たちは失敗したのだろう。何もうまくいかなかった。
So severing the space station didn't do anything.
地上には相変わらず大量のラプチャーがいて、お前も目覚めずにいる。いや、また書けばいいんだ。書き直せばいい。いくらでもやり直せる。まだ生きているのだから。ヘンゼルとグレーテルもセイレーンもきっとどこかで生きているはずだ。
They wouldn't put this line in if that wasn't true. Who knows? Maybe sometime next year we'll actually see them.
みんなで集まって今度こそ必ず倒そう。
Oh, I'm rooting for them.
ああ、そうしよう。絶対に。とりあえず近くの研究所に行ってみるか。まずはお前を治して戦 叩き起こさないと。お前がいれば身の安全は心配ないだろう。よし、頑張るか。
1 year later?
さあ、完成だ。
Alright, 1 year later, all done.
棺の形というのは少し問題か。
She spent a whole year making a coffin?
まあ、あり合わせのもので作ったにしてはオーバーテクノロジー級だ。生命活動の維持機能に簡単な修復機能も備えている。お前の脳波がだんだん不安定になっているからな。
Uh-oh.
こうでもしないと頭の中が真っ白になってしまう。それは困るだろう。最大限遅らせてみせる。
It worked. It worked for 100 years.
もう少しだけ我慢してくれ。すぐに直すから。装備も素材も足りないが、なんとかなるはずだ。
3 years later. Okay, so that's 10 years. No, that's 9 years since the fall.
ラプチャーか。ここを捨てるわけには。他に治療用の装備が揃うような場所は。
Oh no.
よし、5体ぐらいやってやる。
Does she have a weapon?
ここで待っていてくれ。シンデレラ、すぐに倒してくる。くそ、ラプチャーめ。
I guess she killed him? I feel like they were kind of like mixing up the themes of Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty. If anything, she should have been Aurora. That would have made more sense. She was asleep for 100 years. Thematically, I don't think there was ever really a thing, because Cinderella was all about glass slipper. The weapon could have been called something else, but it was all about like being a rejected child, being raised by a stepmother, and then, you know, fitting the glass slipper, having a fairy godmother, and then becoming, you know, married with the prince, whatever. But in the story, it's kind of the opposite. She wasn't the rejected stepchild. She was the prized child, right? So I think Sleeping Beauty would have made more sense. Rip Grimm's Model 01.
だが、倒せた。
Hey, good job. This is probably like the first time she's done combat.
全部倒せた。
No. Where's she crying?
泣くな。泣くな。泣くな。この程度で動じてはダメだ。できる。やらなければ。
If I was alone in the wilderness, when you're in a state of isolation like that, I don't know, eventually you're gonna, you know, do you choose not to talk, or do you talk to yourself as if to keep yourself company? But then she said she hasn't spoken in 5 years, so getting Cinderella, it's kind of like she has a pseudo companion, even if she is asleep. Mom. Yes, this is mom. Best mom.
おかしいな。できるはずのことが。
Okay, I gotta pause there and say that this is great. I'm always kind of setting my expectations low because these epilogues tend to be really short, right? They give you kind of little snippet, maybe a little cliffhanger. But this one is a full-on like sequence, which I'm happy for. I thought we're gonna wrap up and then we're gonna have to wait. I think seeing this perspective of Abe going through like after the fall and you know, the beginning years of traveling with Cinderella, I think is such a cool perspective, even if it's still kind of tragic.
なんだ。どうしてわからない。簡単なことのはず。いや、 気のせいだろう。
Some kind of mistake. I think this is the transformation of ape to grave. Well, yeah. It's 100 years.
ここをこうすれば。次は何だったか。くそ、あの時か。頭をやられた。
Oh, shit.
くわー。
Oh, no!
大丈夫だ。時間はある。
She's frustrated with herself because she's not... I guess her knowledge isn't coming back to her.
また覚え直しながらやればいい。それだけのことだ。できる。できるさ。
Study what? Does she have a internet?
そうだろう。シンデレラ。
Mom is slipping. 5 years later. Okay, so that puts us at 14 years since the fall.
ニケ。ニケだ。なぜだ。ニケが地上にいる。そうか。永久に地下にいるはずがない。
Oh. I guess her assumption was that the humans went underground and that they were just going to be sealed underground forever. So this is like a first sign of humanity actually like trying to fight back.
シンデレラ、少し待っていてくれ。すぐ戻ってくれ。
Oh, what's going to happen?
量産型のボディで今まで生き残っていたとは信じがたいな。
Researcher. Well, she isn't giving her brain rest, and when the brain is not getting rest, the brain loses efficiency. I'm also surprised she isn't having a mind switch since this is a heavy burden on any brain. I think they actually brought that up. Like, I think someone from the counters asked, like, how did you not have a mind switch? And it literally is because she didn't want to give up. She was that, like, committed to reviving Cinderella. And I think having that focal point and having that purpose is what kept her mind essentially stable. Over time, though, she did have issues with her voice module, which is why she started speaking slowly. But that's probably over 100 years of wear and tear. Nikke, I'm surprised it's so
これ
functional.
アークができる前のものだろう。面白いな。開けてみるか。
Are they talking about Abe?
何をする。離せ。私はフェアリーテイル第2世代の開発責任者エイブだ。上層部に確認してくれ。
だからそんなものは知らないって。フェアリーテイルの第2世代って何のことだ。ああ、地上に長くいたからおかしくなってるのかもな。
Why do all the humans in this world f***ing suck? Maybe she got a bit stir crazy for being up on the surface too long. Why is everyone mean? She's talking!
妊婦があっても
Researcher scums.
これも確認が必要だな。
Get your grubby hands off of her!
おい、やめろ。
とりあえず外装から始めて内部も確認してみよう。
Hey, 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 hey!
みんな用意してくれ。
She went to go say hi. Did she get herself trapped? No! 1 year later? You mean to tell me that she got I'm assuming she left Cinderella somewhere to go, I guess, get in contact with the Nikke that she found on the surface. So you're telling me that she was... Oh, let's continue. She really did! She really was in the lab for 1 year!
内装、突起事項、内装、突起事項。
No issues?
やっぱりただの大昔のガラクタか。今度こっそりエレベーターに乗せて捨てといてくれ。
What? What a waste of fucking time! Let's pretend we didn't see anything and just send her back up to the surface. We don't have to deal with her.
ロストテクノロジーを見つけて大手柄かと思ったのに時間の無駄だったな。飯でも食いに行くか。
シンデレラ。
What was she operated on? Oh my god.
いったい
No! Oh my god. No, f humanity! The commander should just become a Nikke himself. Yeah, I don't know. He's a guy, but still. Just make that happen and then just forsake humanity. 'Cause humanity sucks.
私の顔
Her face?
壊れた
They ruined her face? That's some fucking bullshit, dude.
いや何も言葉話せない
They're the ones that fucked her up. Whoosh.
ヘルメットかぶらないとシンデレラ
She still has the helmet on her.
顔見せられないシンデレラ美しいものだけ
She goes and seeks help with Nikki's on the surface, hopeful because they're fighting for the surface again. And they take her and experiment on her and mess her up. That's why she has all those scars, probably. Her face looks fine, though. Humans are deceitful creatures. Damn, that hits differently now. Oh, and here she goes. She's back on the grind. She's going straight back to looking for Cinderella and then trying to fix her.
行こ
I'm guessing that she just left her in a safe spot.
う待って
1 year later.
シンデレラ
Oh no, her helmet got messed up.
無事だ
Are you telling me it took a year to find Cinderella again?
本当によかったやめようかシンデレもうやめて
No, don't give up, don't give up.
つらすぎる
Oh, what?
夢を
I thought this event was over. They're still breaking our hearts. Ah, I had a dream.
シンデレラ目覚めた人類のために美しく活躍物語続きすごくよかった、はあ、すまない絶対に諦めない
Give up ever. Ah, man, we had too many happy events. This is the depression text, Dozer. Now they flip a coin. They go big booty, slice of life, happy-go-lucky, fun story, or super depressing, heartbreaking, disturbing, sad story. 1 year
や
later.
っと見つけたシンデレラ生まれた場
The
所
place you were born. Are you talking about the city, or are you talking about the lab? Happy second anniversary, though.
私の研究所全部壊れたが来てみたかった
Abe looks at the decimated research lab. As she stares blankly at the ruins, she notices a faintly flickering light. She approaches it slowly and discovers it's a scoreboard displaying the rapture count.
思い出した必死に作ったずっと無限で悔しかったどうやって作った
The scoreboard shows a long string of numbers.
多すぎ
Well, it's not infinity anymore. That means it actually has Maybe it's actually like dropping down.
今の私ではあれ数字がある
Wow, that's a number. A kind of a subtle way to show that they're making progress. The world is conquered by the Raptures, and there's like a gazillion of them, but it is still a finite number. Maybe the thing they did in the space station actually worked? All the VAs did a phenomenal job for this event. True, Raptors are dwindling.
無限じゃないあ成功していた
Oh, I'm so glad I'm so glad she realized that. Or at least she has some kind of, I don't know, some kind of confirmation that they're making progress.
シンデレラ成功した
Hope. Aww.
何もできなかった
You take that back, Abe.
Rocket.
You will never fail
No.
yours. The only failure is red shoes.
よかった本当によかったシンデレラ
Oh, what a pretty graphic.
物語の続き1ページ目美しく書いて眠ったずっと続きを書こう美しい話で埋めようそしてハッピーエンドを迎えよう
Oh. Failed tale. Failed tale? And? What? It had a change in the field. So is there something else?
すべてきれいにしたシンデレラ汚れたらいけない常に美しく
Oh.
いなければ目覚めたら鏡見るその時汚いダメもっと磨く
All right.
ピカピ
We
カ
gotta comb the map now. So, does that mean I have to go to each and every one of these?
やえもう慣れた安全な場所探すの
Good at finding safe places.
暗い場所静かな場所気に入ったおやすみシンデレラ
So now we get to see snippets of her on her journey, like the past 100 years.
シンデレラ体たくさん壊れた高いところ落ちた当然放っておく大変修理必
Was that
要
Cinderella?
部品ない私の部品
Use my own?
私量産型弱い
She used her own parts on her?
強いそれでも大変なこと防げる私が修理する
God, that devotion! That's crazy. Okay, there's one right here.
夢を見たよく覚えてない私と死んで
I wish we could zoom in a little bit more.
いた知らない顔3人いた
Unfamiliar.
2人 同じ顔だったみんなで
Did she forget who they were?
涙が出るほど笑ったいい夢よかったまた見たい
Did she forget who Hansel, Gretel, and Siren are?
シンデレラ花畑がきれいよくわからないがいい匂
Can't
い
smell properly, it smells
する
nice. Hey, thank you for the follow!
一緒に
Ambong? Is that how you pronounce
見
it?
られたら
Very nice to see you together.
よかったのにもう少し
Wow, she's so devoted to Cinderella.
なんとか
Oh, she
逃げら
fought.
れた下流ニヒリスト
She fought Nihilister? Or escaped
仲間
Nihilister?
じゃなかったヘレティックだったシンデレラ
She was trying to
連れ
take
て行
you.
こうとし
Look,
た
it's her. She's walking in animation holding the coffin on her
勝
back.
てない隠れて待とうシンデレラはもう戻らない絶対に戻らせない
Could the crack theory be true that Red Shoes is Nihilister in heretic form? I'm gonna bet no. I think Red Shoes is toast. I'll be surprised if they somehow bring her back. They could go the route. Maybe Siren, Hansel, Gretel, and Red Shoes became heretics. That's one way they could go about it. But at the same time, if they don't, if Hansel and Gretel and Siren are truly out there in the wilderness, then, you know, that's one storyline to explore. We can go find them and be like, oh, what happened to you guys? And then that means that Nihilister, like all the heretics that we come across, that means that they could have their own original stories that don't have to tie in with old tales.